Hello everyone. So for today we're going to be making these like triple pocket type idea. This is 4 inches by 6. You could make it bigger or smaller depending on how you'd like it. So first things first, I am going to just use some old book page for the first little bits here. Oh, I want it to go like this. There we go. So you fold it like that, and then well, with this one I'm going to glue it on. And you can sew them together, don't get me wrong. I'm just choosing not to do the sewing way because I want to mass make, and it's much easier to mass make non-sewing. For me anyways. It's a very easy triple pocket, or, well, yeah, triple pocket. So there's a pocket here, and then either you can have it sideways in your journal or you can have it up and down. That is your decision. Then I'm going to take this piece and I'm just going to cut it down a little bit. So I'm just going to use my ruler here. Oh, if I can get it. So I'm going to line it up about there. And all I'm doing is making it cut down a little bit so it can be a tag within this journal. So then we're going to grab a piece of paper that's dyed. I think this was black food coloring, is where I got the multi-colors within this little page. And I like to use a lot of my kids' old school pages just because why not? It makes it so it's being used rather than not used. And this just thickens up this a little bit here. Then we cut our corners. So we're getting ready for the snow day tomorrow. It's supposed to be a pretty hefty storm. So I kind of want to make sure we're all set and ready for it. There we go. So cute little tag inside it. Voila. Very simple, easy piece. So I will do the rest of this mass make later. But you can also use your scrapbooking paper. I have scrapbooking paper, as you can tell. I'm not sure how many pieces we can make from this one, but I'm thinking, depending on what size this is, which it's about 5. Alright, so I'm gonna be cutting these down 4 inches or 4.5 inches. 4.5. Four and a half. And this can be tag. So I'll set that aside for tag. And then these are a bit smaller, if I'm correct, yeah. So I'm going to cut this down to be about 4.5 inches here. And again, it's okay to have scraps. All I knew is I had a bunch of these, might as well use them. 4.5 inches. Four and a half inches, and then this one's a bit smaller, so I might just cut this at 4.5 too. So I guess that ended up not being a tag, but that's okay. Again, it's kind of one of them make it your own. So there we go. Now, since I made these 4.5 by 4.5, I should be able to, not with that one. So there we go. Again, I'm just mass making today just because I have a lot of different pieces here, and I like doing future videos, or journals, I should say, not videos, journals. I like prepping for them. Oh my, that's really wrong. Okay. Let's see if we can fix that little bit here. So there we go. And you could choose to have them have rounded corners, for example, at the top. That's okay. I love making pockets like this because, again, you could choose to have it fit the whole thing. You could choose to only have it fit half of it. It depends on how you want it. Like these ones I'm making a bit smaller. That's okay. This wasn't completely that 4.5 point, but that's okay. Again, it still looks pretty the way it is. So these ones kind of look like the library book pages. You can do different variants. And then I have scrap paper. Alright, this one I think I'm going to cut down, of course, and I always keep my little pieces, my little spreads here, so I'm going to cut that down to. I apologize if you hear that sound from upstairs. I have upstairs neighbors. Okay. So I want it to be 6 inches tall with this one. So I'm going to line it up at 6 inches. We got our 6 inch tall. Now, our width will be at 4.5 inches. Or we could even do 5. So we'll do it at 5 inches. And then I'm going to cut this one down to 5 inches too. And we're going to cut this. Okay. But this needs to be cut down. So, this will be cut down to about 3 7 inches. So, now we've got our one pocket. Now again, I could choose to do another one like this. I might choose later on too, but I want to keep the momentum going. And you could, yes, choose to line these up with each other. Take your punch so now they all line up when it comes down to gluing them. Again, there's many different variations, and I'm trying to go through them as we're doing the different types. Going through the variations with you of what you can do with this. And it may seem like it's, again, a very simple idea, yes. But there are so many different ways of doing this one simple idea. And again, you may choose to want them corners rounded. Now let's make this into a quick tag. Punch a hole in it. We can add this little bit of fuzz to it. So there we go. Cute little tag to stick at it. That could be a part of this journal. Okay, so now we're dealing with regular paper. And this is just like copy paper. So I'm going to just line this up at 4.5 inches. Like that. Or did I want, no, I didn't want that. All right, and then line this back up again. At around 4.5 inch mark. We're gonna then line it up again. I know it may seem strange. Why does she keep on just lining it up? Because I want to determine where I want, how high it's going to be, and it's going to be at 7 inches. Now I can choose this to be like this, or I can choose it to be like this. I kind of like the pattern, so I'm going to choose that. And I'm okay with the little bit of white just because there is white already on it. Why not? So there we go. We got another one. And again, I prefer these rounded corners. I don't know why. And you could actually even round off the bottoms too. So then you can decide if it's going to be a pocket or a tag when you go to use it. Or a side pocket, I mean, or a top pocket. And this one, I'm just going to round all the corners to it. Like that, and voila. You've got a piece that could easily go into any of the pockets. So, now that I showed you what I was going to do with them, I'm going to work on my Louise Design pockets here. But instead of me using her digital for this, I am going to use my painted papers because I think they look rather similar in texture and all that jazz. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, you may not agree with what I'm doing, but that's okay. It's supposed to have an 80s look, and this is the only way I know how to get that 80s look the way I want it. And I made this at 4.5 inches, right? Yeah. Except it got All right. Again, I just like the idea of being able to create with hers and mine at the same time and not have any issues. All right. So there we go. We got these three. And again, I kind of went the same route that I did with the stuff with my scrapbooking paper. I kind of went with that same idea. Sometimes it is really fun to play with someone else's digital kit, though. I'll admit it. So I'm just gonna do a quick... When I get certain things, I can go off and, like, when I get JPEGs that are not necessarily used a particular way, I can go off and do stuff like this with my printer when it's unzipped JPEGs and create my own little ephemera kit to go along with the digitals that are actually the digitals. So I was kind of excited about that. Again, I just think that's what it needs. So we're gonna glue this down. And that's the thing too, if you unzip a journal kit because all you got were certain types of papers like this, there are ways to print it out so then it can be a part of the journal. So I love this now. But it has these like circles on it. I'm just thinking how we might maybe have more circles. I don't really want to use this paper though for my tiny circles. So let's see here. No, I don't think would work to what I want to do. But as I said, I have many of these little pieces that I've done, and it's like, might as well use them, right? Because these circles kind of look like the circles she has, but a little different. which is fine. Again, it's just to have fun. There, just to add, again, a little bit more interest to it. And now I've lost my needle, but again, we've gotten done with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different kinds. I think we can call that good for the day. I will probably do more off camera, but again, I just like showing you guys what we have done together. Trying to find that needle before my art glitter glue dries, because that would not be good. So I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day or night. Don't forget to check out the stuff down below. I always have stuff like where I got this awesome 80s piece from and everything. So again, I try to keep you guys informed as much as I can, and enjoy. Bye.